Good morning. Thank you for joining us on 𝐊𝐚𝐥𝐤𝐢𝐧𝐞 TV. This is Sage and welcome to the Executive Corner Expert Talks. This morning we have Ms. Rachelle 𝐊𝐚𝐥𝐤𝐢𝐧𝐞, the CEO of 𝐸𝐸ML. Secure and fast payment solutions are getting more competitive as technology improves in the sector. And today's guest will shed some light on how 𝐸𝐸ML connects their clients to their customers anytime, anywhere, wherever money is in motion. So bringing you live today, we have Ms. Rachelle 𝐊𝐚𝐥𝐤𝐢𝐧𝐞, CEO of 𝐸𝐸ML. Welcome to the show.
Hi Sage, and thank you so much for having me, and welcome to your audience as well.
Well, we are keen to share your insights on the show today with your extensive experience, so let's get started. I believe congratulations are in store for the approval of the acquisition of Sentenial Limited by the Financial Conduct Authority of the UK. As we await approval from the ACPR, would you please discuss the strategic rationale behind this acquisition?
Would absolutely love to. Look, when I think about 𝐸𝐸ML payments, where we've gone from, our product is gift and incentive, our product is general reloadable prepaid products, our product is our platform. And when it's our platform, then you can tie in tokenization or cards, or again, gift and incentive or general purpose reloadable, or open banking or account-to-account payments. And this is just our product suite service that we offer to our customers, and it's an enriched offering. So now that our product is our platform and thinking about the future, it makes absolutely the right decision to go ahead with the Sentenial and the open banking brand NuaPay. So yeah, really excited about that and completely aligned to our strategy.
I think it's amazing the options that are now available, the transparency that's available from the financial sector, and it's really becoming more about the customer, which is great. The year 2020 witnessed a surge in digital payments and contactless transactions, as you know all about, and 2021 has followed suit as we witness an increase in innovation in the digital payments industry. And who knows what will happen with cryptocurrencies as they emerge into the mainstream. But what have been your favourite trends that have evolved in the past few months?
Great question, and thank you for asking me. And there's so many, so you're going to have to stop me if I talk too much. But when I think about it, and I think, look, it's more than just digital payments. It's the trend is really digital transformation. And when I think back to what we've done, and I reflect on, say, salary packaging, for example, and we've helped transform that industry for the employees and customers. We've helped enrich the offering with mobile payments, with mobile servicing. And when I think about as well the trend, and look, unfortunately during COVID and so many people across the globe have been impacted, but one of the trends where we've been actually able to help government with this digital transformation, and working with, whether it's the Jersey government or most recently been awarded with the Northern Ireland government. We've worked with United Way on disbursements for the community and those in need, and that's been yes, it's been a trend, but it's also been amazing to be able to add value again to the community and back to the economy with this digital trend and digital payments. So I guess as well, another trend, look, the world seems to be getting smaller. And, when I think before COVID, we work with a lot of companies locally, but now organisations are trusting us, with their digital strategies across the globe. And, of late, the trend in the buy now, pay later space, and we've been able to empower organisations like Humm with HummTap, not just in Australia, but also overseas. Brands like Lay-By, very similarly as well in Australia and the UK and in Ireland, and again, watch this space overseas. So there are a couple of the trends. You mentioned crypto before, and actually as well with the trend, Apple are now supporting the use case, and we launched last week with 𝐿𝐴𝐺𝐲 actually in the crypto space with the 𝐿𝐴𝐺𝐲 card, which is excellent. Look, as well, when I think about this digitization, an awesome result or trend is that there's a reduction in plastics. And so we can actually contribute back to improving the environment. And one thing 𝐸𝐸ML has done over the last 12 months is we've pledged, it's called our Change for Good program. And we've pledged to aim to reduce plastics by about 25 million pieces of plastic by the year 2023. So that's pretty exciting. And when I look at the last 12 months, we've reduced by about 20% as we look at A, more environmentally friendly options, and also B, as we look at tokenization, which is all about digital payments. And then I guess one final trend, although this is very much watch this space and maybe one to talk about in the future, as consumers expect everything instantly, then wages on demand or earned wage access is another interesting trend which we need to keep an eye on over the next 6 to 12 months, because I think that's going to be also game changing across the globe.
Thank you so much for sharing your insights. So I wonder how these payment solutions are actually going to be helping businesses to get the payments that they are due and not have to wait extended periods and have it go into, legal matters and civil issues because of non-payment. So EML payments have had a dynamic journey throughout, and you began your business with B2B and B2C card incentives like you mentioned, and now you have successfully stepped into open banking. So open banking sounds great. It sounds like it offers customers more control over their own data. How is open banking a game changer in the current times, in your opinion?
Well, I guess before answering that question, maybe just a little bit of history there. We firmly believe that we are on the cusp of a global digital payments revolution. And I guess when you think about, what is driving that, it's the globalization of payments. It's consumers wanting a seamless, friction digital experience, and they want everything instant. Consumers want, they want access to their data, and they want access to their data, including their banking data, to help them make informed decisions, including financial services decisions. And so this is where open banking plays such a huge part. And open banking has been, call it maybe a concept, it's sort of been perceived at, whereas now it's actually in 90 odd countries across the world, open banking, and it's more mature in the UK and Europe. And I guess that also backs up the acquisition with Centennial and the open banking brand Nuapay. But it will become more mature across the globe. Australia's probably more in a education stage as we speak. And for that, we're actually partnering with an organisation, an amazing organisation leading the way in open banking here, called Frollo. And we'll also be looking at open banking rolling out across the globe, like we have with our other products. So, when we look at the next decade, we strongly believe that open banking plays a huge part, and that's why we are getting into it now.
Thank you so much for sharing that. And it's great to see that governments like the tax office are building the infrastructure around helping the constituents to be more transparent with their finances as well. And on that note, how do you pursue constant innovation to employ cutting-edge technology at EML for better satisfaction and transparency to your clients?
Yes, well, I guess for us, we're at the forefront. So we're constantly talking to our customers and our prospects, and we're on calls. Even as of this morning, we're on a 6 o'clock call. All of our sales team where we're actually sharing. So one, we're listening and we're hearing what's going on. Two, we're true to our strategy, and so this is where we look at what is core to us and what do we need to keep building, and what do we need to buy, and hence again with Centennial and with Nuapay. Over the last 12 months as well, we have made minority investments. It's part of our FinLab strategy, and this is where we are working with fintechs to help us enrich our product offering more quickly. And again, that helps us stay ahead of the times as well. And then finally, the other area that we look at is partnering. And again, I'll bring up our partnership with Frollo over here in Australia with open banking. So that's I guess our whole strategy that makes sure that we keep abreast of all that's going on.
Absolutely, and I think it has definitely been the season for mergers and acquisitions. I've seen a lot of partnerships occurring over the last few months, which is very exciting. And you are in such an exciting space where there's such a strong community network and people are learning off each other with this synergy. It's fantastic. So what are the key aspects that you keep in mind while preparing suitable tailored solutions for your clients? And how do you support them to embed the solutions into their brand?
Yeah. Well, I guess for us, one of the most important things is who is the client and what is their unique value proposition, because that's first and foremost actually the most important thing. And then if we can add value with Money in Motion, then that's absolutely then where we work with them and plug in, and together, it's a mixture of their value proposition, their front-end user experience, technically connecting with us with API connections to our feature-rich product and payment platform. And so the unique combination allows, and I think I said it in the beginning, it allows us to create together, these awesome customer experiences for their customers. And I guess it's also just staying true to roles and responsibilities. So where I talked before about Lay-By, for example, in the buy now, pay later space, and they've got their strengths, which is obviously working with the merchants and their customers. That's the most important thing to them, and that's where they should focus, to allow us then to focus on the payment side, which is the issuing and processing of transactions, because that is our core. And again, it's two halves that make a perfect whole to create those really awesome customer experiences for the community.
Absolutely. And thank you so much for making time for us today on the show, Rachelle. It was an absolute pleasure to hear your insights, and best of luck with your near-term pipeline goals with EML.
Thank you so much, Sage, and lovely to speak to your audience, and hopefully we can talk to you about digital payments again some more in the future.
Yes, that'll be fantastic. Thank you. And
thank you so much.
That was Ms. Rachelle St-Ledger, the CEO of EML. And if you're interested in the full discussion, if you've just joined us, please head to the YouTube channel sometime today, 𝐾𝐞 𝐌𝐞𝐼𝑚 Media. And as we say, stay apprised and invest wise with 𝐾𝐞 𝐌𝐞𝐼𝑚.